incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in this weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles. Home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. Quiet, hey. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Deuce. Under. Move. Hey, 26.
Barkley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Barkley. Fancy footwork. And just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a first down.
That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Watch the Switch it, hey.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second and 11 now. Prescott. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England. The Rams never even got into the red zone in that game. And now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down.
There we go. 4-8. Double dog. That's the way. Same. 26.
A first down carry for Barkley. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On second down now, Barkley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
Check 26.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come on, QB, come on.
2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the Bears first down.
Set, ready. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Shit.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Jacobs. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Gun. 33. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. 26.
They begin with a run by Barkley. A gain of 3, second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
There you go. Get the ball. He's coming. We got double up. Under. On me.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Rams 3, Bears nothing.
Here we go. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking win power.
Now it's Lindsey. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Check back.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Switch it, hey. Check 33. 33. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's knocked away and incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On second down, Jacobs. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, kill. Chill. 47.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. Fire you up.
26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
We're going to 53.
Check mark 33. Check mark 33. He can't hang.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 17 yards out. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Go, get out there.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run with Barkley.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Gun. Here we go, 47. Check 33. Too little, check. Hey, check 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Double time. Hey. We got 3. 3 down. Hey. 6. Come on.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now back to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
In your face.
49, check 49, check.
On second down, it's Jacobs, and he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal.
57. Mike, 57. I'm here all day. 57 to Mike. 57.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw, and he's going to go down again. Fletcher Cox getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everybody, slide in.
And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
First down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Keep playing hard.
Brings up 4th down.
Let's get it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Mike, 57. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Come on.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. So don't say nothing.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Well, it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
Chicago.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it with Jacob. Yardage here, back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will get them one closer. So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning, and that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Come on, D. Tight as Ringo. Tight as on. We're going to 53. Hey, we got 3 down.
They'll run it again with Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Watch it.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.